When was the last time you looked at your plants and said, thank you?
Thank you.
When we think of our gardens, we think of big green spaces and nature around us. But with today's modern lifestyle and the concrete jungle getting bigger, our gardens are getting smaller, and with that, our own privacy too. Growing a hedge is one of the best and cheapest ways to make sure we still have our privacy at home, and they also bring a bit of nature back into our lives. The ancient Romans used hedges in a variety of ways, and today's hedges remain important in formal landscaping, and they also provide a bit of pizzazz into our gardens. There are many plants that can be used for hedges. It all depends on the purpose of the hedge. Bougainvillea donia, crimson jewel, and golden McLean make great floral hedges with their pinkish lilac, red and orange flowers. They can either be clipped back as a formal hedge or left to grow into a decorative, showy boundary screen. I just love these double flowering Funkivilla, and exclusive to Melansians, which will burst with color throughout the warm months, and with their thorns add a great security element to any garden boundary. I sure wouldn't want to get caught in a thorny hedge of a Bougainvillea. Viburnum or Rotissimum can be planted as hedges to divide a big garden into smaller areas with different designs and planting themes. They can also be planted in rows of formal or informal hedges to act as windbreaks to protect other plants and your veggie patch. Lower hedges of Melansians Abelia, lemon and lime, and potted Buxus Faulkner, green beauty, which is the #1 hedging plant in the world, can be used as to border pathways, driveways, swimming pools, or the sides of patios. These are must-haves for every garden with decorative hedging needs. So ask yourself, what are the few secrets to a flourishing hedge? Firstly, we need to establish how to plant the hedge. The distance between your plants will depend on the types of plants being used and the time one has for the hedge to become established. Spacing out your plants is probably a good idea, as it will prevent overcrowding and root competition, even if it takes a bit longer for them to form a full hedge. Plant your hedge using Melansian's compost and Starkest bone meal to get your roots going, taking care not to plant them up against any walls. A gap of about 1 meter from the wall will do the trick. Now guys, if you want happy neighbors, you need a happy hedge. Pruning is a big part of looking after your hedge. Pruning your hedge regularly will ensure fresh, bushy and dense growth. Flowering hedges such as the Melansian's exclusive Plumbago Royal Cape and the Lauropethalum Plum Gorgeous should always be pruned back after flowering, as pruning before flowering can lead to no flowers. Remember to mulch regularly to save on watering and to stop weeds from taking over. And feed your hedge with Starkest Organic 315 and Starkest Cowpack to keep them growing at a steady pace. And that's the one-on-one on hedges. Plants to be thankful for providing us with privacy, protection, beauty, and for bringing nature back into our gardens. Visit your nearest Plantland or visit plantland.co.za for all the plants and Starkest products I have used, and where you can also grab your latest copy of The Gardener or Detainee magazines packed full of inspiration and practical gardening advice just for you.
Like, subscribe, and follow to stay up to date with more Thanks Plants gardening content. Get your copy of the November issue of The Gardener or Detainee magazines from cover to cover, gardening inspiration, expert advice, and fun DIYs. We at Starkest, Plantland, The Gardener, and Detainee say thanks, plants.